Okay, g'day again. As you can see, got the bike stripped down. It's my ST1100, and I've got to strip down because I'm in the process of painting it, which is on another video, and there'll be another one coming. But as you can see all the oil residue on the forks. It's only on one, and so I've got one seal leaking, but you don't replace one, you do both. They come in a set anyway. But, I basically just wanted to show you, I'll give you a few tips. I mean, firstly, you got to take all your calipers off, and don't disconnect any fluid lines. There's no need to. Just actually unbolt them from the forks itself and from this bracket here, and it's a single bolt on the end of the axle to get the wheel off, and then you got to undo these clamps. There's clamp bolts, 4 of them. So, but this is not a full documentary on how to get the seals out and replace them. There are videos on that. What I wanted to show you is just a couple of tips to make it easier. The first thing is this bolt. Oh, it's fallen off. Okay, great. Wanted to keep it on the Allen key, but anyway, because it's all greasy, really. But that goes up underneath. That holds the centre piece of your forks in place. Now, once you've released the spring, taken pressure off it, when you go to undo that, it'll spin. The hole in this thing will just spin around. And I've had other forks where I've had to make up special tools to reach all the way down in it and hold the other end of this tube, and it's been a difficult thing. But what I've learnt is that you actually you break it free. I want to say break it free. You loosen it. You loosen this bolt. That's the first thing you do after you get your wheel off, while it's still tensioned and everything. Don't undo it because it will fly off. So don't undo it fully, just loosen it a couple of turns. And then do this while it's on the bike. And the same up here. Loosen these two. This is it's about 23 mil or something. Check out that socket here. 24. Does that say 24? I've got my glasses on. I think it says 24. I'm going to focus on it anyway. And the reason I've also got an extension on it is because you need to put pressure on these while you're undoing it. Enough to hold it. What you don't want is it flying up, the cap flying off, and I mean, not only can it fly off and hit your head, but you don't want to tear out this last the last thread. See, if that's got pressure on it, before you actually get it quite out, it can come out and tear the end of your thread off and go into it. So you've got to keep enough pressure on it just to counteract the spring. But the funny thing here, I don't know what this is supposed to be, but this is all attached. I've done this on a few bikes now, and normally you take the cap off, it just comes off and the spring's loose. But anyway, this one appears to be attached. So once you've got that loose, you can then finish undoing this bolt, take it right out. Then you've got your cap, and just, yeah, carefully prise that out with a little screwdriver. And then underneath is the spring clip, and once again you just, yeah, you find the end of it, and yeah, you just, yeah, get your screwdriver in there and just prise up. Just be careful of your fork, you don't scratch it. And then this should come out. I'm hoping to do this just one hand. Once you've got that clip out, use the fork itself to pull the seal out. And yep, sounds like it moving, and there you go. And that's it. Yep. Once you get to that point, this is your main bush, and these didn't have any movement. If you got, this is something you want to check before you even buy your seals. Put your front brake on, push your bike backwards and forwards. And if there is movement, you know, if these boots or your wheels moving, yeah, forward and back, then you need to replace at least this bush and this one here. Anyway, you buy a kit, whatever comes with it. Don't think there's any more inside it. Well, there could be an internal one in here as well, but although, no, probably not. It's probably just these two. But anyway, these were fine. They didn't have any movement in it, so there's no need to be doing that. And so at this point now that I've got it free, I will now undo the clamp bolts on there and on the, don't know if it's got any on the top, but yeah, there's a clamp bolt on top too. And I can take it off, remove the seals. While I got it off, I'll clean it all, including there's a couple little bits of rust, so yeah, clean them off if I can find a bit of steel wool. Yeah, actually that could be an issue. I don't think I've got any steel wool at the moment, but yeah, very fine, like a steel pad, not the coarse steel wool, you'll scratch it. And yeah, cleaned it all off and putting it back in is a reverse procedure. Just notice with your oil seal, yeah, it's closed at the top, it's open at the bottom. It's got a spring around there. Be careful when you're putting it in that you don't dislodge the spring. It's sort of best to grease that a little bit. Yeah, then of course the get the right amount of oil, and which needs to be fairly accurate. Look it up. An important thing when you're doing your oil, your fork oil, is that the amounts are the same. That's more important than the amount that you put in it. You don't want one fork operating differently to the other fork. It'll give you strange handling problems. Anyway, I'm going to leave it at that. I said it was just, the purpose of this video was just to show you that, you know, you do this main part of the operation before you take it off the bike. Once you take it off the bike, then you've got to try, you've got to try and clamp the vise and, clamp the fork leg in something without scratching it or damaging it to get this, cap off to release the spring. And the same with the bottom. So yeah, do that before you take it off. Loosen your bolt at the bottom first, then remove your cap. And then it's the same with getting this off. You don't want to be having it clamped in the vise and risk scratching it all trying to, because you're saying you've got to put a reasonable amount of pressure on that and bring it up and down. And I said you don't want to be trying to clamp it in a vise or do stuff like that. It's already clamped on the bike. Do it while it's on the bike. So anyway, as I said, I'll now go about taking the fork leg off and clean it up, putting the new seals on it, and I'll wait go through with the rest of the procedure. Yeah, same as I didn't show the procedure for getting the wheel off and the brakes off, you know. Basically because I'm of the opinion that if you can't get to this point by yourself, you shouldn't be doing the job anyway. So, yeah, if you're not capable of getting this far, take it to your mechanic. Okay, thanks for watching. Bye.